Hey, how you doing? This is Tom, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show. And if you recall, a couple weeks ago, Radioddity sent me one of these radios. It's the GS-10B Pro, and it had a slight defect. It was just a physical defect. Functionally, it was fine, but they insisted that they send me a new radio, and I've got it yesterday, the day before, I think it was. And I am struggling a little bit because this radio has so many capabilities and functions and options. So I'm going to do a series of shows on this radio. And it's on sale right now at Radioddity for $69.99, down from $92. And it receives all kinds of frequencies, including NOAA, Citizen Band, HF, AM, FM. So I'm going to go over it. And what I did, because I am struggling with all the features, I used one of my AI tools to help me understand it. And what I did is I told it to go out to the internet and get information, basic information about this radio, and set up a slideshow, which I'm going to show you right now. So I can't take credit for the slideshow. I had the AI program do the slideshow, and I'm going to show it to you right now, and it's going to help me understand the radio and explain to you the radio, but it's just the beginning. So stay tuned for future shows. Here we go. Let me go over to that slideshow right there. Now, there are mistakes in the presentation that it made. Like the radio does not look exactly like this. It doesn't have this button here in the center, right here, and the spectrum display is not in color. Well, it is. It's blue, but it's not as colorful as this. So anyway, we'll go on. Going around the radio has a SMA female connector for the not telescopic, for the whip antenna. This is a place for a second antenna, and I'll talk about that later. It doesn't have these numbers on it as shown in this picture. This is the on-off volume. It's has dual watch capability. So when you're on the frequency screen, you get two screens for two different bands you've selected. It's waterproof, of course. Battery pack is 3280 milliamp hours. I believe that's a little high. I think the actual number is a little lower. Like I say, the AI was not perfect. We're going on. All right. It's beyond a dual band radio. It delivers full HF, single sideband, CW reception. It has all these things in a handheld unit. Covers a lot of bands. It does have that spectrum display, as I mentioned, which I'll be showing you in future shows. And it does have the capability of 999 memories. And I believe that's on each band, like HF, AM, and FM, I believe. Again, I'm still learning. This is what you get out of the box. You get the unit. You get the standard VHF, UHF antenna. You get the battery. Now, this is probably wrong, too. I'm sorry about that. You get two donut antennas. And I'm not too fond of these donut antennas. And the testing, the limited testing I've done with them was not impressive. But in general, I don't think they've worked on other radios I've had either. You get an earpiece and a wrist strap. and this is also a microphone. You get the charging cable and the charging cube. You get everything you need. And you also, oh, here it is. This is the wrist strap right down here. Okay, this is the upgrade. They first came out with the GS-10B, and now they've upgraded to the 10B Pro. The 10B had 256 memory channels. This one has 999. The 10B did not have HF. This one has HF and receives down to 150 kilohertz. My gosh. Before it was only AM and FM modulation. This Pro adds single sideband and CW. Screen display was a standard interface. Now we have the option that you can have it display that real-time waterfall spectrum. Pretty cool. Programming was via DC or direct input. You can now program it via Bluetooth, although I have not gotten that to work. I'm struggling. Can't get the Bluetooth to connect yet. Anyway, special antennas, none. This one includes the 2 donuts. All right, so here's the bands that it covers. Look at this. And it covers about everything. And it has a firmware safety lockout, so it won't transmit on out of band. In other words, it only transmit on the VHF and UHF amateur bands. The power specification is 8 watts, which is, you can adjust that down, I think, all the way down to 2 watts. Here's the chassis top. This is the VHF, UHF, SMA port. This is this is kind of funny that this AI come up with this. This is the fake knob. And it looked like it was a VFO or something like that, or squelch control. But what it is, you just unscrew the cover and you plug in one of those donut antennas or some other antenna, which I'm going to use because I really don't like those donut antennas. I'm going to use one of my telescopic antennas to get better reception on HF, for instance. And we got power on and off. I'm amazed that this AI did as good as it did by just searching the internet. Sure makes it a lot easier for me to understand. This shows 4. I don't think it has 4. I think it has 3 buttons on the side here. 2 for push to talk and 1 programmable. I have to check on that. I don't think there's 3. Maybe there is. And then on the other side, it has the port that you remember from the little, I can't remember the name of it, the little radios that get real popular, and they use this port for both headset and microphone and programmable. Now with this one, the Pro version, supposedly you can program the channels and stuff with Bluetooth. I haven't gotten the Bluetooth app to work. I could have the wrong app. So that could be the case. All right, going on. I think we're near the end here. Oh, here, again, this is kind of not exactly what it looks like. It doesn't have these multiple colors. It's blue. All this is blue. And you'll see that. I wish it looked like this. That would be awesome. But it has that capability of giving you that waterfall and scanning over a fairly narrow range, though. Okay, the last thing is long press keys, where You take a key that's normally like just a number key and you long press it, and it does these alternate functions, such as the 1 key, you can put it into scan mode, long press the 2 key, and it does a memory save of the frequency, and so on. And then down here is how you select FM radio, is you long press the 0 key. And then to get to the waterfall display, you long press the home key, which is not shown in this array. And this slide just talks about the flexibilities of what it displays and some of the icons that it displays. Lots of information on screens. So I did do I did a couple of tests, but I did what I considered a full test of the AM band, and it didn't do such a good job. I found out that I need to remove the VHF UH band if I'm going to put in one of these donuts to listen to the AM band. Okay. And I received, I don't know, it wasn't as good as a standalone AM radio. And I think that's because of those donuts. I've never had any luck with those donuts. So that's about it. I've got a listing of all the options. I think there might be like 50 options, and I'm going to try to go through those and try to explain to them in the next show all the things you can do to this radio. All the things, it's unbelievable. That's about it. If you have any questions, please leave a comment if you enjoyed the show. And if you think I'm cheating by using AI, I'm sorry. I need all the help I can get. If you haven't subscribed, that would be a great thing to do. I'd appreciate that. And I want you to have a great day. And thanks again for Radioddity for sending me this radio and then sending me a complete functional second radio that I can actually do transmissions to one radio and to the other and some of my testing. That'll be kind of neat. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye-bye.